This is the fourth night really, of judicial corruption. It's a very special night from the past, but rather than deal with that, which will be dealt with on the 12th night, I'll deal with the continuation of the third day, which had to do with probate. This is a probate and guardianship matter involving a woman who was at the beginning of a divorce, had a hearing set 1 week later to get her suit money, an award of child support, an award of alimony from her estranged husband, who was making a great deal of money, 2 to 3 times what she was making, and her head meets concrete and she goes into a coma. No one knows quite how that happened, but the estranged husband is eager to be the guardian. The father, the 75-year-old or thereabouts father of the 50-year-old woman, would prefer he be the guardian in light of the divorce, in light of the feelings, the really bad feelings between the two. And the judge allows the estranged husband to be the guardian. The estranged husband no-codes the comatose estranged wife, so that if she should not be well enough to keep her heart beating, they won't do any extraordinary measures to do so. He never during the period of the guardianship paid alimony, even though she recovered, at least to the point of being in a wheelchair. They had left her for dead on the hospital bed, and she had every sign that they had not even turned her. And he never paid alimony and only allowed her $300 a month, $400 if she asked for an extra $100 of her $800 disability, and never thought of asking himself to pay a little addition so that she would have a normal life as best one could, having been brought to those circumstances. Bad. Court didn't supervise, and you could only deal with it at the end. Well, the end came, but only because she forced. She had been competent for quite some time and finally had a hearing, and she was evidently found competent. That she couldn't have been, because no order emanated from that hearing. Months passed, and only through a good friend writing and asking why no order had been entered, who I think the friend may have even attended the hearing, judge finally signs an order, and the order indicates 3 things have to happen for her to be competent. And this is what he learned from the hearing. One is the guardian must file a final accounting. The next is the guardian must file a petition for discharge. And the third is that she must approve them. Once they're approved, she's competent. Well, that's not very nice when the guardian had taken her injury money out of the guardianship without court order, had failed to pay alimony, had failed to do numerous things, had basically been one of the worst guardians you can imagine, particularly with him no-coding her. Was that order a proper order? If we presume not a cent was paid, is it appropriate because maybe for some reason you favor the man over the woman, that you should allow competency to depend upon whether or not you're willing to give up your rights in court? And how can a judge do that and then refuse to change it once it's pointed out to him, and still there be nothing that the Florida Bar or the Judicial Qualifications Commissions care about? Our system is corrupt. They protect the corrupt judges, and they will catch 1 or 2 that are ones outside their corrupt system. It needs to be changed. That judge needs to be removed from office. He has other problems, such as the one that occurred awarding attorney's fees to a law firm that never did work for the estate. But can we stop this? Does anybody have enough desire to stop this? Send a link to here to your friends, asking them to do the same until I get on TV. Then maybe our corrupt Department of Justice and our corrupt FBI will go after the corrupt state judges in my state, and my state will set a good example for your state. Please Send us every which way you can. And if you know a media person, by all means. I'm not going to have a problem dealing with a media person. It would be a blessing if you would do so.